So, all right, yay. So yeah, typically if they have trouble digesting like skins or protein or a lot of bloating and stuff, I would start with the ProBio 5 in a low dose. Um, because they need those enzymes that are missing. Um, uh, they can be a little more sensitive to magnesium, um,
Mhm.
because their oh hi, their GI tract is already um, not on fire,
Compromise.
but inflamed.
Irritated,
Yeah.
inflamed, yes.
So potentially, ease would help, something like that. And then if she can't tolerate the BioCleanse, then I would switch her to Vital Biome because that actually helps with gas and bloating. It is a psychobiotic, so it does have strains that help stress, anxiety, depression. But on the flip side, the strains in there are all anti-inflammatory and they help the GI tract not bloat as much. And it's very, very gentle.
So let me just clarify. You said don't start with BioCleanse, start with like a quarter of the ProBio 5.
Mhm.
If she cannot tolerate the BioCleanse at
Right,
all, then switch to Vital Biome.
right.
Okay.
And probably when she starts the slim, pair it with the ProBio 5. Um, because with just a sensitive GI tract, she's going to need something to help the prebiotics break
hmm
down properly.
Yeah,
Is
she's
that
doing slim microbiome. Yeah.
because that's what you're talking about. You're talking about is a prebiotic that she can't handle. Um, so if you can just get her on a normal, like easy digestive enzyme with a good blend for protein, carbs, um, and sugars.
Which would be what?
Um, I like, so she had chemo. She's
Radiation.
probably, she probably doesn't have enough stomach acid either. So you could do a very clean, but like lower grade one is like, I think the Now brand, super enzymes.
hmm
Um, there's one that's a notch up designs for health digest zymes.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm familiar with that nail brand, but like, what should I look for? Because like you had talked to me about the Dow, the one with one for histamine, and then the other one. So, like, which kind for her?
For her, she needs an enzyme blend to help break
Okay.
down all the
Enzyme blend.
food. Yeah,
And it will say that enzyme blend.
yeah, it should say like it's a digestive enzyme. It should have hydrochloric acid, HCl, um, several protease, and other, I can't think of the other ones, but they have like a
Okay.
blend.
Okay.
Like
Sounds good.
it's basically where like the enzymes from the pancreas and liver, like all those things would, it's helping substitute for the lack. And chemo is notorious for that. It just hits
Which would
everything.
be my issue
Oh, you too?
also. Then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I talked to you about like my whole digestive issues, and I had chemo also.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. So enzymes are great. Some people need the hydrochloric acid, some that's a little too hard. And so they can find one that's just, and I'd have to get the one to you that is just straight enzymes without the hydrochloric acid. I cannot remember the brand name.
Yeah,
Uh,
since her stomach is very sensitive.
and it might be because she doesn't have enough acid being produced, um, which the triplex will totally end up helping with.
Mhm.
Um, and that's why she can have stomach cramping too, because with the BioCleanse, because it's an alkalining agent. So you're neutralizing even more of the stomach acid, which is not what she needs right now, with her digestive issues. Because the more like if you have the right balance of stomach acid, you have all those prebiotics being crumbled down to what's supposed to make it into the small intestine. It's what happens if there's not enough like enzymes and hydrochloric acid breaking down, they end up going in only half digested and causing a lot of gas and bloating in the small intestine, and it's just super uncomfortable.
Well, she started with the slim hunger control, and
Oh,
then
okay.
she could not. I forget what happened, but it just made her stomach, yeah, it made her stomach hurt really bad. And so then I looked more into it and thought more about it, and I realized, oh, that's the fiber, and she can't digest fiber. So I should have actually started her on the microbiome, which the company was very helpful, and they said they just went ahead and sent her the microbiome
Oh, I
for
love
free
that.
and let her keep the Hogan control. She gave that to her daughter. So, but the microbiome also has, like you said, a prebiotic.
Right, but less fiber.
Yeah.
So if you pair it with the Probio 5, she should be fine. So just work her
Okay.
up as much as she can tolerate on the Probio 5 and then only start her at like a quarter and like dilute it in water.
Of the slim.
Mhm.
Is it? Yeah. Um, so start with the ProBio 5 a quarter until she works up to one,
Mhm.
and then start on a quarter of the slim.
Or,
Okay.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Um, no, because it was something else. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if she can only tolerate a half of a Probio 5 and that's like her limit, that's fine, and just start her on
Okay.
the slim. Yeah, it doesn't have
Okay.
to be a whole
Got
capsule.
you. And then when about the bio cleanse?
I would do the Probio 5 and slim first. Um,
Yeah.
you can give that probably a week, and then I would only do a quarter of a bio cleanse. And if that causes cramping and stuff, I would just be like, hey, hold on to that. We're gonna need it eventually, but um, I think you need more probiotic support. And so here's a different one we're gonna do. And so you can actually switch her combo to like a custom one
Mm-hmm.
for her,
Uh-huh.
I mean, she's gone through it so slow. If she doesn't have a shellfish allergy, I highly recommend Ease if she can do that. It
Yeah.
tastes awful open, but
What was that last thing?
it tastes awful open, but
Oh, yeah, yeah. She also is doing X Factor Plus,
oh,
which
cool.
I recommended just because she just can't eat a lot of things, and so I know she's missing nutrients.
Yeah, perfect. I think that's great. Yeah.
And what did you say a second ago? You said something like she probably doesn't need triplex right now.
So if the bio cleanse is just too much, then I would do like Slim Vital Biome Pro Bio 5
Oh, I
Focus.
know, but I thought you said something like about the acid. You said something about if her stomach's not producing enough acid.
Oh
I
no,
thought,
that was the digestive enzyme. No, I was trying to say there's two different types of digestive
okay.
enzymes in plexus.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
There's one with hydrochloric acid, there's one without. So
Okay.
just gonna take
Those
extra.
are my two really difficult situations. Everybody else just kind of reset in triplex, losing weight, you
Awesome.
know. I
Yeah.
don't have, I think I have just 5 or 6 customers now.
Awesome. That's really
Yeah.
good. Now, do you have any questions for you? Anything you have?
Oh, for myself, I'm waiting on the digestive enzymes to come in. I put it on expedited, so I thought it would be here by now, but it's not. So I did start taking the licorice root DGL
Oh yeah.
before a lot of meals, and yeah, I think that helps a little bit. Um,
And the slippery elm, you can do that too.
yeah, I haven't started taking that yet.
It's literally its name. It coats everything and just helps it slip on through.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so the Dow enzyme I mentioned is a histamine thing. So make sure you start with like a half a capsule and then you only take it once a day with like your biggest meal or your meal you feel affects you. And then that will help. Basically, the Dow enzyme is produced by bacteria in our gut. When we don't have that bacteria from chemo, medication, stress, antibiotics, just lots of different things, it is very sensitive and it's just sloughs off and isn't
Mhm.
able to have its presence. So that is the first line of defense for histamine control and inflammation. That's why gut health is so important in reestablishing the good bacteria back in there. Which Vital Biome, are you on that one?
Yes.
Okay,
I
and
am.
Probiotic 5.
Yes.
Okay. Um, so just adding that little piece in just puts it in prior to or in the process of us helping shift your microbiome to make it on its own. Make sense?
Hmm.
Um,
Okay. And but so the Dow is a half a capsule daily, but the other two, the digestive enzyme, the regular one, is one before each meal.
yes, that one is. Yeah.
And then the histamine one.
The Hista X.
Hmm.
Everyone's getting my secrets. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally teasing. The Hista X is again, you can start with a quarter to half a capsule. Basically, its ability to help control mast cells release of histamine. Um, so
Oh,
I'm trying to like make it, I'm trying to not make it complicated. It basically helps control the histamine release in your body and calm things down. um, and not be so reactive.
but when would I take it?
So you can find when to plug it in once a day. Or if you feel like you're getting inflamed or reacting something, like there's a histamine reaction, you can take that. Or you can take it proactively, like in the morning. Um,
Okay.
or afternoon, whatever, whenever it fits in. And then you can build in, you can take micro doses if that makes it easier for you, or you can work up to a whole capsule, just take it once a day and be done.
Okay.
I
And
know.
then, but the other enzyme is before each meal.
Yeah, that one's important because it'll just help that digestive
Okay.
process
All
run.
right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Um, you have anything, Nina? Let me look at my customers and see.
Hey there. I came here to say thank you so very much. That holy basil is like
Hmm.
Is it helping you sleep? Is that what it's for?
um
Everything.
everything. Yeah, it is an everything. It's like so today I feel like so good. The first time in a very long time. So I believe that's a big part of it. So that's really great. Um I have few more people with some issues, but I have not heard back from them, so I don't know what to do yet. And then my prostate person is actually coming on a plane today. So I will be talking with you later on about what to do exactly with all that. I did get all the medical records, so I'm excited to see what all that is. But I think one of the things, I don't know if I updated you, is the prostate is not really high. I mean, it's 5. It's like a 5.7.
Okay.
um, that's not like let's start doing stuff to people
Right.
invasively. So I want to make sure that he's on a really good um regimen that he stays on. I don't think he's been very good with his regimen over the course of this time. So we said inflammation is a big deal. And you said something else in regards to prostate. Prostate is inflammation and
I'm trying to remember our conversation.
I know, me too.
Um, was it kidneys?
No.
Um,
I'll have to look back at my notes. I'm sorry, I don't have them in front of me, but I'll have to look. But I think the inflammation piece of it, I think that's what's happening. I think because he's not been very consistent with his plexus, his triplex, that the inflammation is kind of going up and
Oh,
down.
blood sugar.
Blood
That's,
sugar.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. Blood sugar and inflammation. So if I can get him back regular on that, I think it's going to be very helpful. I just don't want to mess around at all with anything invasive in that area. So I don't want to do a biopsy. And the doctor is so helpful. Well, we could do it in office. No, you're not, sir.
Thank you. No, no,
So
thank you.
so we'll be getting a new doctor too. That's a whole nother.
Fun.
Yeah. So we got the records for that. And so let's see. I I'm really curious about the new products, the new skin stuff. I'm just gonna wait till we watch the Saturday and see all that stuff. But I'm very excited about it. I think it's really great for a lot of people who have skin issues. I know we're gonna get a lot more like with eczema and things like that. So I'm curious how this will help with eczema. I get a lot of eczema people, which I know obviously is blood sugar and all that, but if that would be really helpful with the new stuff that's in it. That's what I want to know about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was looking over some of the stuff and I was like, ooh, this looks fun.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
what they did to the collagen. I was like, okay, I'm excited for
Yeah. Because I have loved my collagen. So I'm like, I just ordered the new one because I didn't get it in the initial package. I was like, oh, so when I get
mm,
it all here, I will see. I do like, tell me a little, what do you know about the fish change, the change from the salmon to the Japanese something or other fish, which is a, a less fishy, but also a higher, what was I reading about it?
the
The
omega threes or
I
something.
think it does. It's like above and beyond for sure what we had in the salmon. And I do know that some people who have fish allergies couldn't do the collagen because of the salmon. I don't know if this is a cleaner fish.
Uh,
Uh,
I don't
no,
know much about fish, so
gotcha. Oh, well, that's another one for fish allergies. They can't have our collagen because there's fish and the bovine in it too. So that's a big
well,
deal.
here's the interesting about fish collagen is it's a lot more easily like them having the blend is actually like a power punch on both because fish collagen is actually really really good for you. So is like beef and so then they just combine the best of both worlds. So that's
Yeah.
why. Um and it does take it down a notch. Like if you compare our collagen like to just like really high quality beef collagen, ours still beats out in how quickly you see the turnaround and the support in the skin. And I think it's because of the blend. I have not seen a whole lot of blends of beef of beef and um fish that gets the results that we do. Like our collagen is the bomb.
Yeah, we should really be telling people about it. I know a lot of people do collagen, and I think ours is hands down so much better. So,
It's great
oh,
for arthritis too
yeah,
and
just
all.
joints all together. I mean, as you get older, you'll wake up and all of a sudden like just a weird thumb thing. It's like, what is that? It's just weird. So, and I know when I don't do, and I just do like one scoop usually a day. And if I feel kind of something a little more than that, then I will do the two. But it makes a big difference. Big
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Mine
Um,
went looking
okay.
wrinkled. Like I had tried this other collagen and I was like, what's happening to my hands? And I started the plexus and it was like, whoop, and I was like, oh, hi.
Yeah, big difference, right? I love how reactive our stuff is. It's like if people will do it, it makes a huge difference. Oh, I had some questions about the restore.
Oh, hold on. They remind me, write this down, asperginian, as
Aspergin.
uh, Argentinian, anyways, I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I have some people who've been using Restore who love it, but it seems like the more we use it, the less tolerant our bodies are. So things like the slippage of gases and things like that. It's like, whoa, whoa. So I know, for example, I'm just going to use me,
I don't
right?
mean
So
that.
when I first got it, I was like, oh, awesome. I was doing like a scoop in the morning, scoop at night. No, scoop at night, kind of like we were doing with the reset. And then I was like, okay, well, people are doing it every day I mean, once a day with their Slim. Did that. And then I think I was doing at one point 2 scoops a day was way too much. Stopped that immediately. Like, don't do that. But now, after all of my other things, I'm down to, I mean, I probably use the measurement is called a dash. I have a little scoop, it's called a dash, and that's what I use once a and I feel great about that. So I've noticed some other people who are using it are mentioning it too. Like, whoa, I was just doing a scoop every other day, and they're like, that's just too much slippage. So, what actually is happening? I guess is what I'm trying to understand. Is it just that it's things are you're getting cleaned out, or no? It's kind of even be that because it's been months that you've been using it, so it isn't like a brand new thing. So, what happens over time with the use of the Restore with the cleaning at the cellular level for your kidneys and liver detoxing, right?
Right. So are you saying people are not like they're having larger gas that is just uncontrolled and it
No,
just
no, I think it's just it's kind of like with the balance. You'll just be like, it's like, whoa, what is it's like you can't even or at night, which is worse. Like,
got
okay, so I do mine in the daytime, so I don't have that at night. But some people are saying, oh yeah, like at nighttime, you better get up and move yourself to the restroom, so they're noticing looser stools
it.
and
Okay.
not bloating, just gas. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, there's berberine in there and um lots of good other things. So those those that can happen as you're moving the microbiome. Um Potentially we could be evicting some parasitic things. Our microbiome's it's got trillions of microorganisms, including protozoan parasitic things.
Hmm.
So, um, for those people, if they're noticing looser bowel, they can obviously lower their restore dose. They could try adding in some binders. Um, See if it just is catching whatever die off. Typically, if things start to get loose, it's because there's endotoxins or release. And endotoxins, it just means like die off junk, um,
Hmm.
the stuff from things dying that shouldn't be there.
My
Um,
world, yeah, my world these past few months.
right. So reducing it is definitely good. Increasing probiotics. So
Okay.
that might be telling us we need to increase our probiotics in that area. There's just not a good enough good guys down there. Now the colon is extremely hard to repopulate. So um, just being aware of that.
Can I ask a question
Yeah.
to Nina? So how many like bio cleanse are you taking or are people taking? Because I know for me that if I yeah, that can affect too, like how much because I had to cut back at one point on that.
Yeah, so my you said ProBio 5?
No, the
Right.
bio
Oh,
cleanse.
BioCleanse. Well, so for me, I do 3 BioCleanse a day and I break them up morning, noon, and night. If I did it any other way, it would just be horrible. But I can get more in if I spread it out. And I'd like to have more to keep my body clean, right? To keep things moving out because I'm pretty much almost always detoxing. I live in a very toxic environment. Our air quality here is a 10, which is the worst. So my body's always under attack, just environmentally. Now, the other person that I'm talking about has always used a lot of BioCleanse, usually like 6 a day. That's kind of their usual. So to have that person bump up would be something I probably would not suggest. I may suggest adding some more ProBio 5. They're also on a regimen like a allergy protocol. They get shots once a month. for EOE. Are you
Hmm.
familiar with EOE?
Hmm.
So EOE is kind of like a respiratory. It's like, think of it like having eczema on the inside of your lungs and throat, all that kind of
Um,
stuff. So the best thing for that person is to be on a regimen of shot of like allergic regimen to build up the immunity for that.
Hmm.
Because they also have like just breakout and scratch all kinds of things. So I mean, it's highly allergic. Now,
Real
so
quick, we got 2 minutes before.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't think that yeah, so it's not a BioCleanse thing. That has not been adjusted at all. It's just a matter of using the Restore for probably since it came out. So it's not like newly using it, but it's like over the course of time, we're seeing those things are happening. So to Deirdre's point, it may be that the microbiome and we're just getting the point we're getting so much toxin at one point flowing out. It's like, whoa, the body's like, hey, I can't deal with that.
It also could be a histamine thing. I didn't know their histamine was so high. So they
Mhm.
could do the Dow enzyme or the Histax just as a more like very honing in on because typically looser bowels, like if you have someone with high histamine, like it dumps the body
Yeah.
tries to dump water into the bowels to dilute it out because it's so inflammatory and excitatory. So that might be something. And we have like a minute and a half. But real
No,
quick.
I'll suggest that I know that they're doing something with their doctor, but I'll mention that because I'm not sure if she's already on a something like that, but I'll ask.
Yeah, typically you can roll them in together with it. Like people who are on allergy medicines, I'll put them on a histamine X because allergy med is short term, doing stuff that helps tamp down on mast cell activation, which is
Yeah.
basically the histamine, is long term getting good. But that's
Yes.
why BioCleanse is great. It's a natural antihistamine-ish properties. And so, but real quick, for liver and kidneys, the long term of it, as long as you get the right dose for your body. So anything you're pushing too hard then doesn't help it. So if people need to come down to a quarter because of stress, medications, whatever going on, someone can be taking a whole scoop, can't handle it when they're moving. So they got to go down to a quarter. So adjust needingly, and it's probably going to cut off. I love you, ladies.
okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. I'll talk to
Nice
you
to meet
later.
you, Nina.
Thank you too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.